Good morning, agents. This is Kevin Lauren. I'm the Director of Training and Marketing here at Alta Realty Group. And today we're going to be going through some of the advanced features and techniques with the agent marketing system. So it should be a really good training, especially for a lot of you guys that have been using the agent marketing system extensively. So there's a lot of cool tricks and tips and things that if you don't dig hard, you probably won't find them. So these are some good stuff to go over for sure. Before we get into today's presentation, I'm going to bring Bill Seitz on the line with us. Good morning, Bill. How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. Good morning, Kevin.
All right. Good morning. I'm going to turn
your new background.
Isn't that nice?
You got the QR code. You got a custom QR code. You've got your title up there on the left-hand corner. Looks good.
Yeah. So this is available through our Popple digital business cards. So teach you guys how to do that. But it's a great way for you guys, especially you guys that use Zoom all the time with your clients and so forth, have this background up and you can, kind of look like you're a pro, right? So thanks for noticing that, Bill.
It's hard not to with the QR code in the upper right corner, but it's so if someone scans that right now, that goes to your calendar, or what does that go?
No, that's going to bring up my contact information.
Okay, cool.
And it's basically going to bring up my, my Popple business card, my digital app. And so anybody that does that, and you can try it, of course, you'll see that you're able to just download my information instantly. And then it's going to ask them, oh, would you like to share your information with Kevin?
Yes, that is very, very cool.
So a little slick way to continue to build our lists as agents. We always have to build our client list and our, sphere of influence. So it's a really good way. And then of course, we have that connected to our agent marketing CRM. So anybody that scans this code, it's going to go into my CRM in agent marketing.
Very easy. Very cool.
Yeah, totally.
Well, let's start. Cameron has some family in town. He had to run to the airport this morning, so I'm going to fill in for him briefly. But I wanted to start with the market update. I was taking a look at that this morning. And so good morning, everybody. Just wanted to see if everyone's got their Memorial Day hangover. Maybe not literally hangover, but just the 3-day weekend hangover. If they've washed that off, I know it was a little harder to get going yesterday, but here we are, Wednesday, middle of the week already. And stuff's moving. So, yeah, interesting. The market's really rates have really crept back up. And if you put that 1 month chart on, Kevin, you can really see now, basically they reached, the mortgage rates reached new highs. I think it's the highest it's been since 2018 or 16. And then we had about a 30 basis point dip as the market was doing pretty bad. I think there was like 6 or 7 consecutive days of a down market. And, that brought interest rates down. And here we are, we're creeping back up a little faster than it comes down, right? It always seems like it comes back at a higher angle than it comes down. But, it is what it is, and we're all adjusting to it. Next, I wanted to talk real quickly. I got a call from our rep over at United Wholesale this morning, and they just got out of their sales meeting, and they're really starting to offer a lot of ARM products, so 5-year, 7-year, 10-year ARMs. And sometimes people don't really look at those those mortgage options seriously, but they can be utilized really well if you understand them and you're not afraid of them. And just really quickly, so how it works, if you're not familiar with the terminology, it's always the number / another number. So the number on the left, if it's a 7-1, that means the rate is fixed for 7 years, and that means the 1 after the slash is it adjusts every 12 months after that. And typically they're connected to some sort of the LIBOR or an exchange, financial exchange, where as that fluctuates, the rate will fluctuate respectively. But what's really interesting to know too, and this is a good statistic, most people don't own their homes for more than 7-10 years max. So going in that, most people, they say, oh, I need to have a 30-year fix. I got to do this and that. But when the statistics show that most people don't even own their homes for more than 7 to maximum 10 years for the most part, the ARM products start to become attractive, and the lower payment is attractive, right? Everyone's trying to really, tighten up this, right now and save some money, or maybe not have as much going out towards housing expense. That's something to really look at. And so if you guys have further questions on those ARM products, we'd love to price one out or show you maybe the difference between a 30-year and a 7 or 10-year, 5-year ARM. And the way that the clients qualify on those is you qualify. Most investors do it off a 30-year fixed rate. So as long as you qualify, then you'll qualify for the ARM product. So it's a little bit more stringent on the qualifying ratios, but once you get through that, somebody makes decent salary, decent income, then they can choose kind of which ARM product maybe is best suited for them or what their real estate goals are. So that's kind of cool to know. And lastly, here at Clearview, we have an amazing team. We talk about it every week, and our rep over at UWM is kind enough to put this slide together for us, and just shows you our wins. We call them our weekly wins. And you'll see we have 7-day, let me open this up a little bit further. Cleared to close, Cameron, 4 days, 1-day approval, Shanette, 1 day, cleared to close, 10 days, 7 days, and 1 day. I mean, I don't think you're going to find a more efficient group of mortgage professionals to help you through your transactions. And it's nice to see everybody's face here, most everybody on our team that, is successful and is able to take their clients start to finish in a relatively quick time. So once again, if you're writing offers and you don't have a lender you can depend on, you're just like kind of, hoping and praying it gets to the finish line, please consider reaching out to us, because we'd love to share the success with you as well.
That's for sure. And, also, we've got a lot of success stories of agents in a pickle where they're using the different lenders, stuff goes sideways, and then, Cameron or Rick or, Shanette come in and save the day. So that's happened a lot of different times. So if you're in a pickle, give these guys a call. They'll help you.
Yeah, 100%, Kevin. And even if we don't ultimately get the deal, if you just want to call and say, hey, I'm not feeling confident with this lender, can you just take a look at this? It's worth your time to pick up the phone and make that call. Cameron or Rick or whoever would love just to spend a few minutes with you, just to make sure that you're confident either accepting the offer or your buyer is going to get to the finish line with the other investor or the other lender.
For sure. Good point, Bill. Well, thanks for that. Appreciate you coming on, and I'm sure we'll see Cameron on the webinar next week. But appreciate that, Bill. Always good insight. All right, so I'm going to shift gears now, and I'm going to share my other screen with you guys. And we are going to talk about some of the cool and kind of sneaky features in the agent marketing system. One of them that I almost see nobody using, and it's just kind of hidden there in plain sight, is the video feature. So we're going to use Crystal Burns as one of our examples. And so she's on fire. She's got a bunch of different, she's got 2 new listings. Super cool to see her really blossom and, become a really awesome agent. She didn't start that long ago. So cheers to her. And I believe next week or the following week, we're going to have her come on and talk about her success and how she's done it. So that'll be a good webinar as well. So you'll notice on these single property websites, and of course, from our dashboard, we get here from by going to our properties. And you'll notice on this particular one, and actually on all of them, there's a little spot down here that says video. So this is the function that will create an automatic video. So if you don't take the time to create a nice little video for yourself in Canva, which you certainly can do for any of your listings, you can come into this little spot and you can create a single property website video. So literally all we do is click the generate video button. But of course, what you'll want to do prior to that is you're going to want to click here. I have my own YouTube channel, and everybody should set up your own YouTube channel for your business. And so step one would be to set up your YouTube channel. Of course, I can assist you with that if you need. And then you'll click on this little button and say, I have my own YouTube channel. It'll allow you to connect the agent marketing system with your YouTube channel. And then when you create this video, it will push that video onto your YouTube channel. So full disclosure, these are not the best videos in the world, but they are something that can be produced and they can go onto your channel and you can, at least feature them. And it's something that you can tell your clients, hey, I'm going to create a YouTube video for your listing. So all we do is we click on generate video, and all of a sudden this thing's been added to the queue and it's going to get uploaded within a couple of minutes. So we just close that out and that will happen. So, and I'll pull that open in a second here. And all we have to do is just watch the video here. So I'll come back to that in a couple seconds here. However, a couple more things I want to show you. In account options, this is really cool. A few different things that you can do here. First of all, you can put all your social media URLs, as many as you have, you can put them in here. And then that way they will be displayed on, you can, make sure that they're displayed on your personal URL, on your blogs, or on your bio. So I think it's a great idea to make sure that you have all your social media handles and so forth displayed on all of the different things that the agent marketing system produces. So that's a really good idea. Another really cool feature is the live chat code. So you can put in a live chat, and I've seen a lot of you guys have actually taken advantage of this. So a couple different chat features that this agent marketing system supports. Smartsup.com. It's a free online chat system. You can set it up and then connect this system. Yes, I'm using SmartSup options. Put in your they'll give you a little code. You'll just copy and paste it into here, and away you go. You can also do the same thing with Facebook chat. So Facebook has a chat feature that is connected with Facebook Messenger. And so you can also have a chat feature on your website that offers that. And so what does that mean? That means that on your website, there's going to be a little bubble in the right corner, lower right corner, and it's going to say, chat with an agent or chat with me. And so that way, if somebody, finds your website, they're perusing properties, they can ask you questions, and it interfaces directly with, in Facebook chat, of course, Facebook Messenger, and in SmartSup, I believe it's an online app. So those are really cool things. I think it's a really good idea to have that. Some people they don't want to call you, but they may chat with you, right? They may use that chat feature. Some people, find that less invasive. So, go ahead and use that. So those are the main things. Another thing with the property settings, or in the settings area, again, is the property website default. I think it's great to be able to default to, a certain layout. These older layouts, remember, they don't really work that well anymore. They're not as responsive themed, which means that they don't really morph to the cell phone and to the iPads and the other devices quite as well as these newer layouts. So I really want to see people using these newer layouts, much better functionality. And so, yeah, you can default to one of these layouts and then make sure that when the agent marketing system is automatically creating these single property websites for you, you have a layout that you like. That doesn't mean that you can't go back in and change it, but at least it just starts it where you want. So really cool to be able to set that. And then the last thing on this particular page is this API access key. So there's a few different uses for the API keys. The one that we're using right now is on our Popple business cards. What we do is we connect, I'll just go into mine. So we connect our Popple business cards with, in my case, Zapier and with the agent marketing system. So the way that we do that is by producing this little API key. So all you have to do literally is just click new API key and we have it. So literally we'll highlight this, copy, and we'll take it into our integrations. I won't go through it because mine's already connected, but that would be how we would utilize this API key. And I know it sounds like, Greek to a lot of people, but trust me. And if you need a little bit of guidance with that, don't hesitate to contact me, set up an appointment with me, and we can get you all set up. So that is the setup options. I think it's really important that you get this agent marketing system set up really properly. That way it kind of hums, right? So next thing I wanted to show, or actually, I think let's just go back and we'll show that little property video now. So now we have this special little video and we can download the video and we can, do anything we want with it with respect to that. But we can just go ahead and watch the video. Just a little slideshow of the property images, right? So you'll notice that the property images, it does take the resolution down a little bit. So not the best thing. And you'll notice that this post the video, if we didn't connect it to our own YouTube channel, it's gonna post this to the agent marketing videos. So not exactly the best practice because we do want these videos to be on our website. So this is just, a quick, like I said, quick slideshow. They set it to music. You can arrange this video in a bunch of different ways. So let me just show you that. So in the tools area, we have YouTube video sequencer. So we can click here and we can actually rearrange the sequence of the images, or we can steal images here and pull them up. But these are the images that the YouTube is going to go through. It only selects, looks like 20 of them. So really, important that if you have some of the images in here that are important to you and important to your clients, you want to pull those up into place, right? And then what you could do is you'll go back and we can rearrange that, or we can recreate the video. So if we made some changes, we would just click back in the video area and we would click generate the video. First of all, we could also just delete that video and then regenerate the video. So easy way to create a video, a YouTube video of your listing. So let's see, any questions in the chat? Looks like we are good. Good morning, Daniel. Good morning, Dan. Good morning, Dawn. So yes, let's get back to the dashboard here. And so one thing that we've been having a lot of success with is utilizing the flyers for our single property websites. So the flyers now, we have the ability with these newer designs to go in and make changes on the fly. So the flyers are very, very dynamic now. So you can literally click here and it'll bring up the other images. And so you can select which image you want to be in that spot. So if we wanted that, we could do that, and we can print that flyer up or send it to anybody we want. And then also, I'm gonna click back to where it was. Just want to remind people that another way to get to these flyers, and really the best way to get to these flyers, is when you're on the single property website itself. In the upper right, you can click on brochures, and the brochure flyer is right there. So you can even direct, an assistant or another agent. Hey, if you need to print up my property flyer, here you go. You can download it as a PDF. You can download it as an image, or you can even email the link to yourself or to another agent or to a client. So this just makes it super easy to get that information over. Also, you'll notice that this description, it only gives us a certain amount of space. So working with Harold Erickson this week, it spit out a great flyer, and he noticed that it cut off an important sentence or an important word. And so all we have to do is go here, go to our flyers, and we can literally edit this. And so maybe we just don't want that last sentence in there because we didn't want it to get cut off. So we could take all that off, delete it, update the text, and now it looks a little bit more, it doesn't just go off into no man's land, right? So we do that, we go save, and now that has been saved. And so again, if we go to our property website, our single property website, that information is now saved in brochures. That last sentence that gets cut off is now gone. And so some people also like to put in bullet points here, maybe a one sentence and then bullet points, right? So really, really cool. Priscilla Miller asks, is this part of agent marketing through Alta? Yes, this is through agent marketing. So all of our agents that are on program 2, this is the system that we use for our websites, single property websites, CRM, and a lot more. So good question, Priscilla. So yeah, these are really, really, really fun to use. You can select different designs. So if the layout for the flyer that just pops out is not what you want, you can select different layouts, right? Maybe you wanted more of a black and white layout. This is easy, right? Select, maybe you want one with the street on the side like that. I personally don't like it. And honestly, my favorite layout of all these is this layout 3. I think it looks really elegant. However, if you need to be able to, display some other images, well, this one's probably a good one too. And you can change this if you want to say anything else, you want to use this template, well, we can say anything we want here, right? So simple to manipulate these flyers. Again, if you don't want to use the agent marketing system flyers, you can, of course, use Canva. So Canva, available to all agents, is super easy to use. Branded templates. If we go into our Alta Realty Group team file, you can select any of these templates, and the same thing, click on a template, use it. You can drag and drop your own images into these. So sky's the limit for flyers and for social media templates and social media clickbait, all that kind of stuff is super easy to use. So let's get back into our agent marketing system and back to our dashboard. And then the one last thing I wanted to go over, which I think is so important, many of you are taking advantage of this, is the text codes. So of course, you all have the ability to create your own text codes within the agent marketing system. And in Crystal's case, she has created a text code that she uses with her for sale signs. And so she has a rider that goes on top of her for sale signs that says, text the word Crystal Sells to 79564 to see all the info about this house. So the person that's driving by does that, and immediately they get emailed a link to that single property website. Great news there is once she sells that property, she can click the edit button and we can just put our new listings property website in here. So we can use these printed sign riders over and over again, super easy to use. So that's a really, really great way to do lead capture using your for sale signs. Plus it's impressive to your sellers. They love it. Next thing I want to go over is the dynamic QR codes. These are super fun. You can create your own QR codes for anything you want. And let's go to Crystal's website. So we can create a QR code that goes to this particular website. So now if you scan this QR code, that's going to send you to this website. So why is that important? Well, we now have agents like John and Jennifer Espinosa they've created these QR code that sends somebody directly to the gallery within their agent marketing website. So they have this printed, it hangs off of their for sale sign. And I think they did about 8 by 8 or 10 by 10 inches. And so this nice QR code hangs off the for sale sign and people are able to scan that as well. So 2 different ways that you can use these 2 technologies in order to gain clients and in order to gain prospects. So super, super fun and easy technology to use. And I will walk you through it if you have any questions. So Bill, with that said, any big takeaways from today's webinar about this new technology?
Yeah, I think as the market's adjusting and we go from, having 10 offers on the first day or before it even hits the market, and as things start taking a little bit longer to sell, you're gonna have to vet people a little bit better on their financing, make sure they can close. The process is gonna go back a little bit to working. Not that you don't work when those scenarios happen, because they're a lot of work too, sifting through 20 offers and writing offers and stuff, but it's going to go back to where the days on the market are going to start stretching out a little bit. And if you don't know the agent marketing system, now would be a great time to start familiarizing yourself with that, especially if you're a listing agent, because whether it's the chat feature or it's the sign writers or it's the QR code or it's the flyers, the single property websites, you really got to reach as many people as possible in order to get the property sold for your client, right? It's not just going to be, okay, I put this for sale sign out, put in the MLS, and now I've got 20 offers. Anybody that's been in this game long enough knows that when we do hit a softer, portion of the cycle, you start having to work in other ways. And these are the ways that you have to work in order to, 1, impress your clients, and number 2, get offers and get the property sold.
Yeah, exactly. So now's the time to go ahead and learn these systems, especially if you're a listing agent, which everybody aspires to be, right? Because we are going to hit a little bit of a downturn, and utilizing these systems definitely helps you. So real good point, Bill. Appreciate that. So
yeah, and just one more thing, Kev. Let's utilize this time to learn this system, because now is the time. When it's all hectic and frantic and you're running around and you're showing property, writing offers, and you're got properties in escrow, you don't really have the time to thoroughly go through this stuff and implement it. But if you can get it going right now, that next listing appointment, you're going to be an all-star. You're going to be like, hey, I got this, and this. This is how I'm going to reach these people. This is how I'm going to reach these people. And you're going to look like a pro. Whereas if you kind of wait for the next deal and then you're caught flat-footed, then you're kind of working backwards.
Yeah, we never like that. We want to be in control, right? Wherever possible. So good point there, of course, Bill. And I wanted to also just throw out there that we really appreciate you, especially the new agents coming on our Wednesday webinars and joining us. We do appreciate that. And all of our regulars, of course. This is our time to kind of come together. This is our office corporate culture, so really, really excited that all you guys are on our Wednesday webinars every week. And we look forward to having you guys on our Wednesday webinars for a long time to come. So with that, get out there, make it a great week and a productive week. And we will see you next week on the ARG Wednesday webinar.